All right, HHN community, we need to talk because there are a couple of new rumors that are going around the rumor mill that we definitely need to discuss today.
Yeah, and one of the rumors, there is a possibility of coming this year, but the other one is a little bit out there, so we're gonna talk about it today.
Yeah, we're gonna head inside Universal Studios and honestly talk about the craziest HHN rumor that I've ever heard.
But before we go inside, when we were at the HHN panel at MegaCon, they did show some artwork for this year that reminded us of HHN 2007, where it looks like kind of like carnival lights near the entrance. And I'm really hoping that they bring that back this year because it looked really cool. We didn't come to HHN in 2007, but I'm really hoping that they bring that back so that we can experience it because it looked really cool.
The entire theme of HHN 35 is going to be centered around the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares. And in that key art, you can see the front entrance. It's got that green light. It looks like it has a little bit of like projection on the arches as well. But the thing that stood out to us the most is those almost like carnival style string lights. And in all the years that we've been coming to HHN, the entrance has been the same. Like they've just had the medallion right over here. They put all the little house banners right over there as well. So I think giving a little bit more theming and props, I would definitely be down for it, and what better year than an anniversary year? But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Did that concept art remind you of HHN 2007? Because it was the first thing I thought. Like I said, it's been about a week since we were here, so let's pop in the Five and Dime and see what the merch situation is looking like. Oh, so right away, I'm noticing that they changed this around a little bit. They used to have a couple of things on the side. This is where they had like the little magnets and the water bottles, but they brought out new signage. So you got the red 35 for Jack, you got the purple for Oddfellow. Oh, interesting. So they have like all the little universe minis on top, and then they have a bunch of the shirts. It looks like they don't have the magnets or the tumbler cup here anymore, at least on the studio side.
It does look like they have all of the sizes in the Jack and Oddfellow shirt. So if you're looking, now's the time to come.
Yeah, we're seeing everything from like extra small all the way up
3XL.
to 3XL. So they are fully stocked on the shirts.
Okay, impulse purchase. Line boxes are getting us lately. I wanted to get the Care Bear one. There's 9 different ones that you could get. I'm hoping for Grumpy Bear.
Sun is awful over here. Wait, let's step into the shade.
Here.
Step into my office. Oh, there they go. There's all the Care Bears.
I hope I get Grumpy Bear, but all the other ones are cute too.
It comes with a little card in here. This card is for Cheer Bear, so is that who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like silly though. Because the card is not in the packaging. It ruins the surprise. There he is.
Look at his belly. It like
Cheer Bear. Oh yeah.
it shakes.
Pretty cute. And
Yeah.
what was it, like 22 bucks with your discount?
With the discount, yeah. They're $25 each.
I might have edited this out of the last video that we put out, but I bought another one of the horror ones, like the Jack, the Chance, the Frankenstein, and I got another Chance. So I have like multiple chances right now, and I don't think I'm gonna buy another one just because I'm too scarred, and I don't want to get another Chance, but I really, really need Jack. So if you're gonna be at HHN later this year and you have Jack for trade, let me know. Help a brother out. Like we said in the beginning of the video, there are 2 HHN rumors that popped up in the last week or so that we wanted to talk about, and we're over here at Central Park. And you might be saying, why are you over in Central Park? That's because one of the rumors has to do with what's right behind me, and that is the Lagoon and the return of the Lagoon Show. Now, the past couple of years, or really just last year, it did take a break, but the previous iterations of the Lagoon Show was ghoulish. They did that a few years back. They brought it back last year, but there's a new rumor going around that the Lagoon Show is going to be featuring Stranger Things. Now, and supposedly that doesn't take away from the fact that we're almost definitely gonna have a Stranger Things house this year, but there are heavy rumors that the Lagoon Show is gonna lean more towards like a collection of IPs versus a original show like Ghoulish was. Now, the Lagoon Show last year was a popular show, but was it as popular as it could have been? I don't think so. It was never like insanely crowded over here to watch it, and I feel like once you've seen it once, maybe even twice at most, you didn't need to see it again. And I love the original storyline of Ghoulish, but I just don't think it hit the same way for most of the HHN goers. And if they move more towards like an IP focused Lagoon Show, I think that could be pretty cool. However, it is an anniversary year, and like for me personally, I would love to see like a Jack-focused Lagoon show that's a little bit more original. If they're gonna go with like characters that are original, I'd like to see like the Jack, the Oddfellows, all the different like icons of HHN. But if they were to do something along the lines of like Stranger Things or whatever other IPs that are gonna be here as almost like a mashup show, I do think that would be a much bigger draw than what Ghoulish was. Again, this is coming from a fan of Ghoulish, so I like that idea. I just don't think it ate enough people, and like I said, if you saw it once or twice, you didn't really need to stop and see it again. Do I think this new rumored version of what the Lagoon show is gonna be like a showstopper where you can't miss it? Probably not. Like, that's not a priority of people coming to HHN for the most part, but I would like to see them have something that is strong enough of a draw to get more people to watch it and out of the house lines and the food lines and all that stuff, because we all know they definitely need that.
So I wouldn't mind if it was Stranger Things because I'm a huge Stranger Things fan. It would entice me to go see the show, but I hope that that's not in replacement of a house. But also on the other ends, like if it is a IP show, I would still enjoy that as well. So either way, I think hopefully it'll be good, fingers crossed. We only really watched the show last year one or two times.
That's what I just said, yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully this year is better and we'll want to see it more.
But yeah, if we're getting a Stranger Things house, I don't need to see Stranger Things here. Give me like a icon-focused anniversary Lagoon show, and I would sign up for that. Look at all these little baby ducks. I think there's 12 of them in total. There's the mom. These are some Universal crowds I definitely wouldn't mind. Just a whole bunch of little baby ducks.
How is that mama duck keeping track of 12 babies? Mama duck is stressed.
Okay, it is now time to talk about arguably the dumbest thing I've ever heard on the HHN rumor mill, and that is that a version of Fortnite called Fortnitemares might be coming, and it's pretty heavily rumored, and it's like rumored by Legacy, who's like one of the top rumor people, like speculation things. So if this is true, which I hope to God it's not, this might be one of the worst things I've ever heard when it comes to HHN.
Yeah, I just don't see how it fits. I mean, neither of us have ever played Fortnite. Like, we don't really know Fortnite ins and outs and like all the details of it, but I just don't see how it would fit into HHN. It also would draw in a lot of kids, which I know people every year always complain about, like the teenagers and the kids coming to HHN, because it really isn't a family-friendly
No, it's not a family event.
Yeah, it's an adults event. I mean, it's not adults only, like you can bring your kids, but it's just not really appropriate. And I feel like this would draw a lot of those like teenagers in, and people are probably going to be very upset about that.
Yeah, and like Alex said, I know absolutely nothing about Fortnite other than the fact that like it's a whole bunch of like other characters. Like I know they have original characters, but you play as like other characters. And I looked into the Fortnitemares thing, and there's like Art the Clown, there's Ghostface, Jason, Michael Myers. But something that I don't think people understand is like that's not going to be what this is if this comes, because those all have their own individual licenses.
Yeah.
So like Fortnite doesn't own any of those characters. So like don't think this is the loophole to get, you know, Scream or Ghostface into HHN. That's not going to happen. That's like a
because they would
whole
have to
separate
like
thing.
purchase not the IPs, but like the licensure
rights to
for
use
each
those.
one of those characters, and that's not going to happen.
No.
So the rumor is that it's going to be a scare zone.
Scare zone.
Which the other bad news about that is that we had less scare zones last year, right?
Yeah, there's 4 now because of
there's-
Club Horror.
Right, there's 4 because Club Horror, which means if Fortnitemares is a scare zone, we would only have 3 scare zones.
On an anniversary year.
Yeah, it's just...
I don't know. I'm not really buying this,
Yeah.
if we're being totally honest. I know it's coming from Legacy, and if you're into the rumor mill and all that stuff, Legacy is very reputable, but I just don't see how this makes any sense, especially this year. And like, go back to when Oddfellow was, you know, the main icon a couple years back. All the scare zones tied in, like they all had elements of Oddfellow. And with the overall theme of this being like the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares, what the hell does Fortnite have to do with any of that?
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't tie in whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see how it's gonna tie in. I don't see how it fits at all. And I know people that are into Fortnite might be excited about it, but I don't know, I just don't get it.
It is terrible, like absolutely terrible. And I am not one of those people that are like, oh, like teenagers shouldn't come to the event. From a business standpoint, you always want to get new crowds in. You want to get the younger people in so that they like the event and then they become people like us who come to HHN when they're older and all that stuff too. And I understand that, but this is not the way.
But I don't think that they should gear things towards getting younger crowds in, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think that they should create things for like a younger generation. If the younger generation wants to come, they should be okay with the adult themes and like creations that they already make. I just don't think that they should be bringing in things specifically for them, if that makes sense.
Very, very odd. This is the craziest rumor I've ever heard.
Yeah, and like last year, for example, they brought Five Nights at Freddy's, and we did see more kids like coming for that. But that makes sense in the fact that that is a horror game.
Right.
Where Fortnite isn't necessarily a horror game.
It's not at all. They just have this seasonal overlay where you get to play as, you know, Doja Cat Cat's in Fortnite. Yeah. Really, really weird. So I'm not really buying this. I'm not gonna like get too worked up about it just yet because I don't think it's gonna happen. But it is something to keep an eye on. And Universal is notorious for saying they hear everything, they listen to everything, specifically Mike Aiello.
We see everything, I'm telling you. We see everything everyone writes, so we really, really take it to heart.
So if Mike Aiello is watching this video by some miracle, please do not do this. Like, this is not a good idea. Maybe if this is the Club Horror overlay, I'd be fine with that because it's not really a scare zone. But don't take something away during HHN 35 to bring Fortnite. That would just be, I think, a really bad decision. But we'll see. All rumors and speculations for now. But as things start to heat up, we'll obviously keep you guys up to date on what's happening. And speaking of rumors and speculation, you guys know we love to break down the speculation maps from Horror Night Nightmares. They have been teasing that there's going to be an Easter version that comes out. So as soon as that comes out, we'll try and decode it, see, like, is it, because there's so many maps nowadays, like there's holiday versions, regular versions, you don't really know like what's the real thing, but we'll compare it to the old one, see what makes sense, and try to figure out if there's any new additions that weren't on the last one once that map comes out.
And they just recently announced that they're going to be taking auditions for various different HHN actors. So scare actors, animated performers, roller skaters, stilt walkers, and puppeteers. The submissions are open now, and the submission deadline is May 31st of 2026.
And that's going to do it for today's video. Let us know what you think about the latest rumors of the Stranger Things themed Lagoon show and the Fortnite stuff down in the comments. I really, really hope that's not true. But like I said, we'll obviously keep you guys up to date on what comes of it.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear like what you guys think of it, so leave comments down below. Like, even if you're really into Fortnite, maybe you can shed some light on this.
Tell us why this could be a good idea, but we're probably not going to listen to you anyway. But again, but as always, if you enjoyed coming along with us today, make sure you give the video a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss out on all of our future HHN updates and content to come. And with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.